Camdenton LASER 3284 from Camdenton, Missouri, a small rural town in the center of the United States with a population of 3,700. Today we're excited to present to you about how to start FLL and FTC teams.
Throughout this presentation, we are going to share helpful tips for starting First LEGO League and First Tech Challenge teams. We will begin by sharing the foundation of FIRST. With a better understanding of FLL, FTC, and other key terms, you will be able to help start teams in your region. We will share information in marketing as well as in public relations in order to help you start and grow a FIRST team. We will also cover how to host student and coaches camps, from gaining sponsors and community relations to team management and mentoring practices. By the end of this presentation, you will be well equipped with enough knowledge to start an FLL or FTC team.
Before we begin, we'd like to introduce our team, Camdenton LASER 3284. LASER was founded in the year 2009 in the rural town of Camdenton, Missouri. Even with the challenges of being in a small town with little to no industry, our program has all progressions of FIRST, including all 3 divisions of FLL. Over the past 5 years, we have given over 210 presentations, ranging from the local to the national level, to showcase the impacts of FIRST robotics to a wide range of audiences. Our team has also ran 76 events, including 33 official FIRST events. As a team, we strive to create a sustainable program where every student has the opportunity to be involved in FIRST. To fulfill this goal, our team has started, mentored, and assisted over 300 teams. In addition, our team also serves as a Central Missouri affiliate for FLL, and it is the only team to be named an affiliate. To start, we'd like to discuss how our team, 3284, became FIRST and STEM promoters in the state of Missouri and the United States. Camdenton LASER 3284 was the inaugural FRC team in rural Missouri. We recognized the need for STEM education in the rural town of Camdenton and decided to grow FIRST starting in our school district. We started with 1 team and began to introduce each progression 1 team at a time. As of last year, our program has 71 FIRST teams in the Camdenton School District, ranging from preschool to high school. In late 2016, FIRST named 3284 the affiliate for FLL in Central Missouri due to our passion to share FIRST. Through our efforts to foster the growth of FIRST, Central Missouri grew from 3 FLL teams to over 100 in our region. Another way that our team became STEM leaders in Missouri is through our advocacy work. We started small, writing letters to local officials. Then we began to meet with state legislators about the impact of FIRST and STEM on the workforce development in Missouri and beyond. We also gave several presentations about FIRST at the local, state, and national levels. Our team additionally runs annual FLL off-season events, including STEM Day at the Missouri Capitol, where we invite teams from across Missouri to compete and demonstrate all FIRST progressions to government officials. We are honored to work with the Missouri governor to declare April as FIRST Robotics Month every year to gain FIRST and STEM awareness. Because of these efforts, and several more, we've built strong relationships with our local legislators and government officials. Our dedication to FIRST advocacy and recognition led our team to advocate nationally through events as the National Advocacy Conference in Washington, D.C., where we advocated for FIRST funding and the Krista McAuliffe Commemorative Coin Act.
Now, let's move on to definitions to know. All of these definitions came directly from FIRST's most recent updates. These terms are extremely important to know for both the Chairman's and Engineering Inspiration Award, and also very important when advocating for FIRST. Now, let's begin with the term started. You have started a team when you fund or source funding for at least 50% of the team's registration fee or when you have made the team aware of FIRST and/or the specific programs and help the team with the official registration process. In order to have started a team, one or more of these requirements has to have been met. Said team also has to agree that your team has started them, and that the team has to have competed in at least one official FIRST event. Moving on to the definition of mentor. You have mentored a team when your team is providing consistent communication, either in person or via phone, email, or video conference to the mentored team, helping with technical or non-technical FIRST program specific issues. The mentored team also has to agree that the mentoring team did in fact mentor them. In order to have mentored a team, you must meet all requirements. What's notable about this term is that mentoring is ongoing and consistent. A team must regularly provide help in order to be considered mentors. Once a week is the first recommended baseline for mentoring. Another important term to know is assisted. You have assisted a team when you are providing communication either in person or via other virtual options to the assisted team, helping with technical or non-technical program-specific issues, or providing funding and/or supplies to the assisted team. The assisted team also agrees that the assisting team did in fact assist them. Like mentoring, all the requirements must be met, but unlike mentoring, this is more of a one-time thing. Make sure if you start, mentor, or assist a team that you get proper documentation for your chairman's documentation, such as letters or screenshots of emails. Information regarding chairman's documentation can be found on the FIRST website.
This past year, FIRST changed the organization of progressions. What was once called FLL Junior and FLL Junior Preschool Discovery are now divisions of the progression FLL. First, we'll begin with the division FIRST LEGO League Discover. This is the youngest division for students ages 4 to 6. In this division, as a mentor, you will be helping students use LEGO Duplo Box to create models based off of real-world challenges. In the special challenge aspect, different teams will be matched together to solve a challenge by creating a new part that will join their models together. During this working process, as mentors, you will teach teams how to explain their models to reviewers, who will talk with them about what they are building. At the end of an event, teams are then celebrated for their hard work and accomplishments. Mentoring this progression is sure to bring out your inner kid engineer.
Next, we have the middle division of FLL, FIRST LEGO League Explorer, for ages 6 to 10. In this division, mentors guide teams as they investigate a real-world challenge using LEGO Education We Do 2.0 to build and program a model. You will also provide assistance as teams learn how to code and interact with moving sensors. Teams will create a poster to present their investigations alongside their model. In the special activities section, students work together to do STEM activities and use teamwork to solve new problems. Similarly to FLL Discover, reviewers will then ask the team questions about their model, and then the team will be celebrated for their dedication. As their mentor, you get to celebrate their accomplishments with them.
The final division of FLL is FIRST LEGO League Challenge for ages 9 to 16, depending on location. FLL Challenge teams build a LEGO Education Spike Prime or LEGO Mindstorms robot, which they then program autonomously to complete tasks on a game field. Teams in FLL also formulate a solution to a real-world problem, which is called their innovation project, using research and meetings with experts. In the span of a 30-minute judging period, teams share what they've learned from their innovation project, core values, and robot design. After progressing through all 3 divisions, members are encouraged to move up to FTC or FRC. As a member of these later progressions, you can act as a role model to students in lower progressions and pass on your years of STEM experience. And who knows, maybe they'll teach you something along the way.
The progression that follows FLL is FTC, or First Tech Challenge, for students in grades 7 through 12. In this progression, students design, build, and program a robot that competes in an alliance format. At competitions, teams compete both with and against each other in a game field that changes every year. An FTC team is run much like a business. Students market their own team brand, build budgets, fundraise, and write a business plan. Teams also conduct outreach events to inspire the ethos of FIRST and give back to their community. This progression brings new, exciting challenges not only for the students, but for the mentors as well.
Now we'll discuss the processes for starting teams. Outreach events are among the most important methods for starting teams. Not only do they allow your team to introduce FIRST to others, but they also help you equip others with the information required to start teams. This can include things like supply lists, timelines, mentor training, curriculum, or other helpful hints you've picked up along the way. One of the most efficient methods for sharing FIRST with others is through live demonstrations. This can be done at sporting events, local festivals and fairs, or at your local school. Demonstrations allow for your team to share all aspects of FIRST, including robot competition, core values, teamwork, and more. Additionally, it is essential to equip coaches, mentors, and students with the proper knowledge for starting and sustaining a team. Hosting camps for both students and coaches before competition season can ensure that new teams have the information required for competing and remaining sustainable throughout their competition season. Another important method for starting teams is advocating for and recognizing FIRST. Not everyone knows about FIRST, so it is your job to inform them. Start by explaining the basics of FIRST, including core values, robot competition, and especially FIRST culture. You should also use proper FIRST branding when promoting FIRST. You should also encourage teams to be accessible. Ensure that resources and supplies are available to everyone on the team. Funding for these resources can be obtained by hosting fundraisers, applying for grants, and gaining sponsorships, all of which we will discuss in later slides. New teams should also be accessible by location. Many teams work out of schools since they are usually a central location. However, any location that is easily accessible to team members works just as well. Many teams work from homes and businesses. New teams are bound to have many questions. FIRST provides numerous resources for new teams as well as those looking to start teams. FIRSTinspires.org is a great resource. Additionally, many other teams have shared their experiences in starting FIRST programs in Share and Learns, online, and on social media. For further questions, teams can contact their local FIRST affiliate. They're always willing to help. Presentations are a crucial aspect of outreach. To ensure that you can introduce FIRST to as many people as possible, try and diversify your target audience. Schools are the best way to recruit students and mentors. Direct your presentations to teachers as well, as they are often just as passionate about sharing STEM as you are. School instructors also serve as excellent mentors to students on FIRST teams. Your community is another great audience. Giving presentations to your community is a great way to recruit young minds outside of school. Your community is also a wonderful place to find sponsors and mentors for new teams. To reach a larger audience, you may consider giving online presentations. Media outlets are an efficient method of introducing new people to FIRST. Most importantly, presentations should be student-led. Your presentations shouldn't simply consist of facts about FIRST. The audience wants to hear about you too. Consider the following questions. How did you become involved with FIRST? Which interests led you to join a FIRST team? And what opportunities does FIRST offer for both students and mentors? Your job is to explain why FIRST is a great fit for them.
For our next slide, we'll cover the basics in marketing. As mentioned in the previous slide, people want to know what FIRST offers. FIRST promotes STEM experiences. Schools around the world are eager to expand their STEM programs, which FIRST is perfect for. Being on a FIRST team allows students to gain hands-on experience in STEM fields, which future employers love. Our next topic covers team promotion. A good way to promote FIRST is through your local news networks. Your team may consider contacting a local news station to publish articles online or in newspapers and magazines. News stations might also feature your team in news stories on television and radio, allowing you to reach a large and diverse audience. Another important alternative is promoting FIRST through social media, both through your team as well as individually.
Student camps are a good way to get more students involved in FIRST programs and help them build skills in areas outside of their comfort zone. It also provides a great introduction to FIRST. Student camps help students learn essential skills such as teamwork, collaboration, critical thinking, and program-specific skills such as working with the robot, creating a project, and presenting. It also gives program leaders or coaches a chance to introduce core values before competition season begins. By providing assignments to stimulate all skills used at a competition, students begin to build and master these important techniques before they become crucial. Making sure students have experience in projects, the engineering notebook, programming, and engineering basics allow students to step outside of their comfort zone and experiment with new interests, and perhaps find their future area of career interest.
Hosting a coaches camp is a fantastic way to educate coaches. Coaches camps provide skill training for mentors so that they are better equipped to help students during competition season. Ensuring that your coaches are well versed in more difficult tasks, such as programming and fabrication, aids them in answering questions as well as in encouraging solutions from the students. These camps better equip mentors for teaching students in all aspects of the program. Mentor training for FLL Explore includes discussion of coaching practices, which keep the team on task and meeting deadlines. After these camps, mentors are able to register teams and support the learning process with critical decision making. Mentors working in FLL Explore will aid kids ages 6 through 10. FLL Challenge hosts similar types of mentoring, with more focus on tournaments and guidelines. Mentors in FLL Challenge will work with students ages 9 through 16.
Gaining sponsorships is vital for a FIRST team. Sponsors allow you to show the impact your team has on the community. Gaining sponsors may seem difficult, but here are a few places to look for possible sponsorships. Corporations. Several corporations have sponsorships or grant opportunities for FIRST teams. The best place to look for these types of opportunities would be on the business's homepage, the FIRST official webpage, and don't forget to check with your FIRST affiliate. Don't overlook your community. Ask local businesses. Reach out and write letters. Share the business that supports your team on social media. And don't forget to ask your teammates' parents' employer to support you. This can also be a great way to form amazing relationships with local businesses and gain valuable mentors. Your community can be a huge help to your team. Most importantly, don't forget to show your thanks. In order to build stronger relationships with these sponsors, you have to show them how much their support means to you. There are many ways to do this. You can write thank you letters, send the business team photos, and make sure you are keeping them up to date on the team's progress. Highlighting your sponsors in the media and newsletters is another great way to show your gratitude. FIRST offers guides and outlines for teams to use that aid teams in the process of finding sponsors.
Community relationships are also a key component to a FIRST team. Through these relationships, not only are you further building your connections for mentors, but also you're spreading STEM and FIRST through your community to make an even larger impact. There are many ways you can build relationships within your community. Site visits allow school superintendents, city officials, businesses, legislators, and government officials to come and see the program firsthand. This allows relations to be built with people in higher positions that have access to funding and grants. Also, don't be afraid to invite people to your events. Like site visits, this is a great opportunity to experience FIRST and see its impact. Invite people to visit off-season and competition events. Show them around the event. Explain FIRST, its impact, and some of the key aspects that go into the program from a student or coach's perspective. Inviting community members to be guest speakers is another great way to build relationships. Don't forget to ask engineers, mentors, and business leaders to speak to your teams. You will learn a tremendous amount of knowledge from them, and they will, in return, meet your team members and learn about FIRST. Another great way to increase community engagement is by recruiting community members to judge at an official FIRST event. Judging at competitions allows people to see the benefits of FIRST and how youth gain critical 21st century skills needed for the workforce. It is also a hands-on introduction to FIRST and its core values. And don't forget, you can take FIRST to them. Demonstrate your teams. Have students share their stories about FIRST and the impact that it's had on them. Make sure your community knows FIRST is more than a robot. Allow your community inside the program and explain all the facets of FIRST to them.
Team management is a must for all teams. Without management, many teams would struggle to be successful. In order for a team to succeed, organization is required. Team management helps the team in finances and maintaining organization. So here are some of the need-to-knows about team management. Registration. As you may expect, every team has to be registered. While registering your team, it is important to look for any and all opportunities to lower membership fees. This can be done through grants, scholarships, or even fundraisers. You want to ensure all people wanting to join your team have the opportunity to do so. By lowering membership fees, more students are willing to join your team. Providing scholarships for registration is important, so anyone who wants to participate can. All team registering can be done through the FIRST dashboard. To make sure your program has structure, a curriculum is great. In your curriculum, make sure you are encouraging leadership in youth. Students should have a voice in all decision-making. This gives the students a sense of being heard, and they will enjoy doing activities and meeting deadlines they helped create. A great resource to consult is FIRST Forums, where you can discuss possible curriculums with coaches of other teams and FIRST employees. Don't forget, do not be afraid to ask for help. Peers and other teams are a great resource when it comes to creating a curriculum.
As a team that has mentored several teams, including our own younger progressions, we've had lots of experience. Here are a couple tips for mentoring. Mentor as often as possible. It'll provide structure for the students and will help you engage with the students. A good minimum for mentoring is about once a week. Make sure that when you are mentoring, you are serving as a guide. Students don't learn when the mentors are doing the work for them. In addition, make sure that you are checking in as often as possible. Virtually, this can be done through email, text, phone call, and video conferences. Planning is extremely important as well. Discuss with other mentors your plan for the day so that you can keep yourself and the team on track. Consider writing your plan in a notebook and keep track of the team's daily accomplishments. They can help you formulate your next plan. Make sure everyone on the team is included and being active. Either during off-season or at the beginning of the season, let students explore each aspect of the team. You can do this by dedicating practices to talk about each aspect, such as programming, building, engineering notebook, project, and more. This allows for students to experience these skills firsthand through pre-built robots from the previous year, videos and demonstrations by other teams, or other hands-on activities.
When mentoring, also make sure that you're setting deadlines for the team. Start by setting long-term yearly or monthly milestones. Then start adding weekly and daily goals to keep the team on track and ready for competition. Ensure that everyone on the team is aware of and understands each deadline set. This is an important one. Don't discourage failure. In fact, encourage it. Mistakes are one of the greatest learning opportunities that a team can have. It helps build the resilience a team needs to succeed. And importantly, have fun. That's what FIRST is about, right? If you're excited and passionate, the team you are working with will also be excited and passionate. Thank you so much to Team 4400 Cerbotics for allowing us to present in their 2021 FRC Warm Up event. If you have any questions, contact us at our website, laser3284.org. Good luck to everyone this season. Let's be game changers.